friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me
successfully. Play fake. Here's Love. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And this one is incomplete. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week, and then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And it'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love, they go play action now. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. This one caught by Isabella. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team doesn't.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. After one, a 14-3 ball game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Hey, 626! 630! Hey, 88!
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 60. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it makes the score 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Scott to return it.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a catch made by Hopkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Crosby with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle?
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. 3rd and long for Love. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, here's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 197 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Play action this time with Love. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Love. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Giants. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run once more with Taylor. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Love. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down and 4, Love forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he'll buy some time right. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Love. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To the air again, Love. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
10 seconds.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Love to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going back to Love. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now win the run. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Love, they go play action now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, the return is Scott. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next